What's going on, guys? My name is Max, and today we are reacting to Dua Lipa. If you're new here, I'm a communication skills coach, and on this channel, I react to different people's conversations, interviews, and presentations. If you haven't yet, do your boy a favor, hit that subscribe button. Anyway, this is my first time reacting to Dua Lipa. I'm looking forward to it. Let's dive in. Let's dive in.
First one. What is Dua Lipa's real name? It's just Dua Lipa. No middle name. That's it. It's Albanian, so that's why it probably sounds a bit weird. What Dua Lipa fans are called? There's no set name. I always just call them my loves.
Okay, first impression of Dua Lipa is she's very confident. She seems very comfortable in her body. She's holding really good eye contact with the camera and the producers in the room. She's slow and controlled with her movements. Again, there's no signs of discomfort here. She just looks like a very confident, well-spoken lady right off the bat. I called her lady. It feels weird calling her lady. Woman?
Does Dua Lipa have a Grammy? I have two. Feels so weird saying it. Does Dua Lipa speak Spanish? Oh, I don't, but I bloody wish I did. I feel like it's such a sexy language. Maybe this should be my New Year's resolution, is learn Spanish.
As she's finishing her answer, she'll look back at the board.
I have two. Feels so weird saying it.
It's almost like her way of saying, like, I don't want to come across as too overly confident.
Maybe this should be my New Year's resolution, is learn Spanish.
So what she's doing is she's looking away from her audience.
Does Dua Lipa play guitar? I don't play guitar, but I used to play the cello in school, and then I got bullied about it a lot, and so I quit, and now I can't play anything.
She just carries herself and expresses herself in a very confident way. I'm definitely impressed with her communication skills so far. And if you noticed in her last answer, she was pointing to the camera, making direct eye contact with the camera. Like, she's not afraid to be seen. Like, she likes being seen. So she's just displaying a lot of signs through her body language and also through what she's saying of just someone who carries themselves in a very confident way.
When I was young, I always wanted to make music. I started making YouTube covers and I started showing them to my friends in school. And then I used them as like a form of portfolio to like work with different producers and get in the studio. And then I had to find a lawyer, and then the lawyer was trying to like help me and was like, don't sign this publishing deal, whatever you do. Let me help you find a manager. And he introduced me to my manager, Ben. And so that was a really, really long story cut short.
When I work with different people and help them with their presentations, that's a skill that we work on a lot, is being able to take a lot of information and condensing it into a shorter story. Because a lot of the time we don't have the time to explain all the details, nor does the audience have the attention span all the time to listen to all the details. So I think a really good skill of a communicator or a public speaker is having the ability to distill a lot of information into a summary or a high-level message. And Dua Lipa, she actually did a really good job there of taking that story about, her start with music and finding her manager and condensing, as she said, a very long story into a short one.
How to get Dua Lipa hair. On occasion, a lot of it is bought and glued in. That's quite easy. I feel like anyone could do that. But other than that, I struggle to try and make it look nice. Bad hair days are kind of my thing.
She's good at like throwing in sometimes these like little remarks on how to make herself feel more personal. I'm not sure if she's doing that necessarily on purpose or if that's part of her personality, but I feel like it's a good way of people connecting with her.
Bad hair days are kind of my thing.
But really, a lot of us can relate to having a bad hair day. And I just think when you say things like that are a little self-deprecating and a little bit more on the personal side, it allows your audience to connect with you a little bit more.
I'm a Leo, but I'm also a Libra rising and a Cancer moon. So I'm emotional as but then really tough, so don't mess with me.
Yeah, I think that's part of her charm too. She's been making a ton of eye contact with the camera, and she's been smiling with the camera. So when you're looking directly at your camera on video, you're looking directly at your audience. But when she does it, she smiles. She holds that eye contact. It makes you feel good when someone smiles at you. We've talked about mood contagion on this channel. If someone smiles at you, you're a lot more inclined to smile back. You know, I think that's a big part of her charm. We connect with people who smile at us, and it seems genuine.
Turning point for me in terms of like confidence when I shot the music video for Electricity. It kind of changed my life. I was like, for the first time I was in front of cameras, I was very much in the zone, and I didn't really care what anybody was thinking, and I just kind of let it all out, and that song will always kind of represent that for me.
It kind of just sounds like she's having a conversation with her audience. And to me, those are the best speakers, those are the best communicators, people who feel like they're just having a conversation with us.
I guess a songwriter first and foremost, and born and raised in London, but via Kosovo, which is where my parents are from. And so I always feel like I'm from two places at once, and I also feel like that makes me who I am.
She's smooth, man. Dua Lipa is a smooth woman. You know what I mean? She exudes confidence, but you can tell she's got like a vulnerable side. It hasn't come out yet, but I could just sense, she said she's got an emotional side, and I believe her, but she's not trying too hard. That's what I mean by smooth. She's not trying too hard. She holds eye contact with you. She smiles. She's comfortable in her body. She doesn't seem defensive or guarded. You know, she just seems like a cool person, and someone who I feel like instills a lot of confidence in young women. That's the vibe that I get from her. She's just a cool cat.
I wrote my first ever song when I was like 4 years old, and it was about her. It was more like a joke. It was something at home. It was in Albanian. And it was all about, when I grow up, can I wear your dress? When I grow up, can I borrow your shoes? When I grow up, can I be as pretty as you? And still, my parents make fun of me sometimes, and we still sing it at home to each other.
See, when she delivered that answer and she was looking at one of the producers, she was smiling the whole time. Guarantee that producer was smiling back. It's hard not to smile back at someone when someone's genuinely smiling at you. So I feel like a lot of people are smiling around Dua. She probably makes people smile in that way. But again, she's not extra. And you can see her getting genuinely excited when she talks about the people she cares about in her life, like her mom and her stylist. You saw her light up a little bit more, you know, but she's not exaggerating.
Are Dua Lipa and Action Bronson related? Again, not related, but I do see him as my big brother. Also got the crazy Albanian roots, and he also gives me the best restaurant recommendations of all time. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to Google any questions, and maybe I'll be back and answer yours. Mwah.
Cool. She reminds me a little bit of the female version of Jack Harlow in that sense. They're both charming in that way. They smile at you. They really look at you. You know, they pay attention to the people that they speak to and listen to. So yeah, that's my first impression. Guys, if there's anything else I should check out with her, please let me know. Other than that, if you want to see the uncut version of this video, along with all my other uncut videos, you can click on my Patreon link below. I appreciate you tuning in. My name is Max. I will catch you soon. Peace.